Thanks, Holly. So Miami's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably... I'm guessing that return. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Tumble defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Running inside, it's Hill. Not a lot of room there, giving the fumble to the 16.
And it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Run the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Complete to the right. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse? And do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you did to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
From the gun on 3rd down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't. And this defense, man, like, how did they play it today? I love that start. Coming out awesome. Flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Here's Mensah to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
A 3rd down try for the offense. He might want another play. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. More play action. Pressure coming. Quickly out to the tight end. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying on this play. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job at the time.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Moore fires to the wideout. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it will go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck to the quarterback.
Oh, man, that DB, if he knew where he was out on the field just a little bit better and knew how to get that foot down inbounds, that would have been a quick, obviously, clean catch, but he's got to get 1 foot in bounds to secure the interception.
In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, but that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Off play action. He wants to go deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Dante Moore throws to the tight end. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He's knocked down. What a way to come up with the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over. Talking to the coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have ball security and give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
A quick pass to the left. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Run inside. It's Fletcher. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man. What a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. On the run, it's Fletcher. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping them. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
The ball is loose and live in the backfield. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Skips away from pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB.
He gets a hand on it in the box. He's going to scoop it up.
That time, what a surge right up the middle of the field. They were able to get penetration and block the kick.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time for a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help the quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offensive line.
Here's Moore to throw. With the catch, it's Bear. Snags it, and there's running room. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, he'll take that throw all day.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, running back gets the give. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Ducks line it up with a first and goal. Defense looks like they're coming. A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Throwing more. Looking for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Compton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback making checks. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He fires one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Well, this offense just hasn't been able to find a rhythm so far in this game, and maybe they need to stop taking so many shots downfield, just work some more high-percentage completions to get these drives going to score some points.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but, man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big third down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Moore. Bringing the heat. It's complete on the right side. Got room at the 35. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. And the Ducks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Caught in the backfield. It's Bear. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is an improved, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
Buys a little time with his feet. Myers on the move. He's open on the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Dante Moore. Here's the pressure. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moore to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Fitted in the window for the score.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Coming out with it, it's Pringle. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Let's see if they can beat the play clock this time after the delay. It's 2nd and 11. Running inside. It's Fletcher. He's still in the middle of the last-ditch effort to get some points before the half. We played 2 quarters here and recap time, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Red Raiders with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, social media certainly does, inside the ACC.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Mensah. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can... Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the 3rd quarter.
Moore will throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at 40.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. You've seen his athleticism, his speed, his bend, and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Ducks line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. Able to punt can bail them out. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. Throwing, Mensah. Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the 2nd half, he still doesn't have a catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Unloads it downfield. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Firing to the right, complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches, finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
And the Canes will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the I-back. Last time they had it, didn't pick up the first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Moore with the play fake. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your slots, you beat the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The sack makes it an even longer third down chance for this offense. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch on the left. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Moore to throw. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
The run inside. It's Hill. Makes it past the marker. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go play action with Moore. Buys a little extra time. Got it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll try it again from the line on second and goal. Throwing more. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Moore from the gun on third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This should be the last play of the quarter. Back has it. There he goes. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Ready, team. Ready, team.
Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Rolling right and going deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, going to the air. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
It'll be third and long. Here's Mensah to throw. He slings it deep to the left. Intercepted to stop the threat. Taking it the other way.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Came through like a shot, knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and beating the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. We're just going to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moore. Got a man, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB areas. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
They want that clock to run. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Give to the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, then you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some ballers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dante Moore throws to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Now, this is no good. You guys have missed opportunity to expand the lead. It's still a 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game and trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the score.
Looking for space. It's Davison. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So Miami signals for a timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They run the reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They boot it away on 4th down. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Mensah. Pocket breaking down. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. That's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the middle. It's dropped. And oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, you cannot say enough about this defense. The whole game, start to finish, playing so good, limiting big plays, doing everything they needed to do, Palmer, to get the shutout, and most importantly, finish the game right here.
You know, this defense is different, David, I think in a lot of ways. This is their goal every game, and this is what they expect. They hold themselves to the standard. Players were telling us this week, we expect to go into each and every game and not allow any points. But to do it in this one, in this type of game, in this kind of environment against this opponent, that was very impressive by the defense.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 wins.